Welcome to Anchored Not Anxious. This is where you discover anchoring practices for anxiety and worry, gain a deep trust in God, and develop an internal peace by living off His Word. I'm Terri Hutchinson, your host.
Everything my eyes see leaves an embedded image in my brain. I can't unsee it. Watching a horrifying scene of a movie or the devastating images on the nightly news becomes a temporary mark in my brain until it fades away. And if I take in one devastating image after another, it's overload, and my heart is burdened to the point of pain. My mind tries to make sense of the suffering, the random acts of violence. I mourn for humanity, nature, and myself because I'm unable to do anything about what I see. One evening, as I lay in bed, I felt overwhelmed by what is happening to people and creation. And then these words of Jesus came to me. Terri, you aren't meant to bear these burdens. These are not yours. These are mine. Don't dwell on what you cannot control. I'm so glad Jesus knows my empathetic nature can bring me to my knees and swallow me into a pit of hopelessness. And that night, Jesus said, "Enough, be released from it." Here's a question for you. Is a heavy perspective on life draining you of joy and enthusiasm? Certainly, serious stuff is going on in this country and the world. And some of you get buried by the seriousness of life, and Jesus never meant for you to carry such a heavy load. Enthusiasm and joy cannot thrive in your heart and mind consumed with a severely solemn view. There's perfect and there's possible. Your heart blossoms or withers depending on the challenges in front of you. You can nurture the core of your being by setting an intention. What is an intention? Intentions can represent your values, convictions, and a desired way of being. A daily intention guides your responses, actions, thinking, and emotions. Returning to your intention provides emotional stability and encouragement. Perhaps you know about the website Calm, that's C-A-L-M. They define how to set an intention. Be clear, keep it simple, have a positive focus, repeat it often, and let it influence your actions. Now, I compiled a list of examples of intentions. And as you listen, identify what resonates with your internal compass. Perhaps there's an intention to direct you to a new way of being and thinking. Let these intentions lay on your heart. Of course, you can go back to the transcript after you listen to review further. Here's a few intentions to consider. I embrace understanding. I provide compassion and respect to anyone. I practice love for myself because God loves me. I accept Christ's forgiveness. I value this instant precisely as it exists. I reward myself for completing a difficult task. I turn to Jesus to see and listen with hope. I seek joy moments. I focus on one task, staying present. I listen without judgment. I speak to myself with gentleness and kindness. I seek a return to emotional balance. I receive God's grace. I give love to others because God loves them. I observe with curiosity and awe. Intentions are prescriptions for the mind, body, and spirit. When your enthusiasm, motivation, or hopefulness faces opposition, return to your intention. Have you ever lost both enthusiasm and motivation in that messy middle of whatever you're trying to accomplish or just endure? Enthusiasm can get you started. Motivation carries you through the middle. Fake enthusiasm can get the ball rolling. Fake it and step forward. Here's where you speak your intention aloud. Coach yourself into motivation. Look with hope to a successful end, however you define it. This leads you through the last lap of whatever you're trying to finish or complete. Sometimes just getting through this day to tomorrow is the end goal. So focus on what you've accomplished or how far you've gone to fuel motivation. Imagine the finish line and the feeling of, I did it, or it's done. Stay true to who you are. And don't take on burdens that are not yours to take. Let your intentions set the tone for living true to yourself, living well with others, and receiving God's care. Thank you for listening. Hey, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you need, what you want to learn, and how I can help you get anchored, not anxious. My website is ready and waiting for your visit. Go to anchorednotanxious.com and you can sign up for the twice-a-month care letter. Check the website for email and Facebook contacts. And of course, watch my YouTube channel, Anchored Not Anxious, for special videos. And check the episode description for intention references with links to different sites that can help you get you started. All right, until next time.